Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you to Paola and Dawn for the previous hour. So we've got another great hour ahead. We are talking new and exclusive. Really busy earlier on. I want to put this into context. All the individuals have gone. You can only go for the complete collection. Third of the stock's gone there. Before we get into this, though, allow me to introduce you to the lovely Helen. Hello. Hey. How are you?
I'm really good. How are you?
Now, for those of you that aren't aware, Helen is a little bit of a hero.
Oh.
Because last time we worked together, the set collapsed and she threw herself in front of me like a bodyguard to protect me and save the set. Oh, your reactions, Tony. I mean, very impressive.
That was the funniest thing. I've never been attacked by an Easter decoration before.
The wall hanger was very heavy, and Helen's reactions are like a ninja. The way you spun round and grabbed the wall, I was very impressed. Yeah. Anyway, now let's talk about this collection, Helen.
Okay.
It's really,
yes, let's
busy.
do. So absolutely, okay, yep. So the collection you've got here today, it's so amazing. So Stamps by Me is this absolutely fantastic brand who are so well known for their lamination. And actually, I know that this has been in sort of the Stamps by Me world for a long time. They're so super clever. And what I love about it is, firstly, the idea that you're going to be building up these layers on top of...
Is that the lamination?
Now, I think so, yes, that's the idea of the layers. I think that's what it is. Because when I always think of lamination, I think of like when you send it through a laminating machine. It's not like that, it's about the layers. And the idea here is that you are going to be able to be creating beautiful artistry, but really simple and easy, and that's what I love. And I think also the idea here with these beautiful designs is they're quite free going, you know, you don't have to worry about too much about perfection. It's just making something beautiful.
I had to, so earlier on after, you were coming up after my first hour.
Yes.
And we have a menu. I had to read that up. Now, I'm dyslexic, and when I read it as Lamentations. Whole different meaning.
Different thing.
Whole
Completely
different thing. Yeah, that kind of... I was thinking, this
completely different thing.
This is a very odd theme for a stamp collection, then realised, no, that was just me. We've got some boards here. Should we go through these? The Lamentations.
No.
Let's go through some of these.
Okay, so this is your first collection here with the Celebrate and Create, and you've got this absolutely stunning ship here. I just absolutely love it. Think about your masculine cards, think about those younger members of the family and things, but what you can see is super clever. So you get the stamp on its own, and then you get this beautiful watercolour at the back. And what I love about that is if you are someone who really loves the look of watercolour, but just really struggles to kind of get that deep colour, this is going to do it for you, and it will look, in my opinion, like you've done it. You don't need to tell anyone that this was a stamp. This could be your watercolouring with your inks and things, and then you just place that beautiful ship over the top.
That is so cool.
It is so cool.
The image is fantastic. The fact that you've got that instant background there as well. Put the two together, as Helen was saying, absolute win. But then we've got loads of great really strong sentiments.
Absolutely.
And another iconic image.
I love this one as well. It kind of, there's several, I don't know about you, but I kind of see several different landmarks here. So depending on what country you want to be in.
Got a bit of London vibe going on.
Yeah, I feel a bit London, a bit America. You know, there's kind of lots of things that can work with this. You could also block that off and just use the really cool lamp there. But again, in a similar way, you get that beautiful sort of splodge, artistry splodge at the back, and then that stunning detail. And again, we want to point out, because if you're new to sort of Stamps by Me and you've never seen them before, I always say whenever I do one of their fantastic shows, is they come up with the most beautiful sentiments, and this collection is no different. I mean, just look, how cool is that? You've got this gorgeous look, but then you put that detail in, and again, this is not about perfection. You do not have to worry about this. You can be loose with this, you can do your spritzes, your sprays, and it will look stunning. I just love that.
And how actually, even if that was to be your card, like a bird taking flight.
Yeah, that's a cool idea. I like that. Sort of in movement. It does give motion, absolutely. But let's not forget these beautiful sentiments. When you think positive, good things happen. Love it.
I totally agree.
Got to live by that.
Be kind to yourself.
Absolutely.
That's an important one.
Collect beautiful moments. I love that. That's really nice.
That's so important, because material things are all well and true, but I think the one thing that will stay with you are moments, like memories. So create good memories. I like that.
It's really... And
it
then
kind of sums up the brand as well.
It is. I completely agree with you. So this is the It's Glow Time, which I think is such a funny sentiment. It's glow time. And then again, you've got that beautiful dress where you've got the stunning detail. And again, this can be, you could change the colourways depending on who you're giving it to. Say you were asking someone to be a bridesmaid for you, this would look stunning. Or, you know, someone's going to a prom or something like that. It's really gorgeous. But I love the sketchy look that you've got as well, because you could bring your watercolours in and mix it like that if you wanted to.
Like a fashion designer, that kind of thing.
It is. You know, if you had like someone who's going off to fashion school or something, you could bring in, you know, the things that you use to cut your fabrics. What's it called?
What, a rotary cutter?
No, I mean the actual, like the map of the fashion thing.
Oh,
How
yeah,
cool would it be if you,
like a
the
pattern,
pattern, exactly.
yeah.
How cool would it be if you stuck that on the top of one, get mixed media with it? It would be
Yeah.
really cool. Create your own opportunities.
Now, tell us the truth, Helen.
Okay, go on.
Was this fabulous lady based in any way, shape or form on producer Katie?
Absolutely.
That's what I thought.
I absolutely, 100%. I mean, stunning hair, got to be.
That's it. All
Gotta be.
she always comes dressed up to the glam.
Absolutely.
Okay, now we've got more. Oh, this is cute.
Okay, New Adventures. Again, this is another one. You've got a similar sort of vibe with the first one, but it's a smaller ship. I'm sure someone with a better knowledge would know exactly the difference between the two ships. But I love the fact that this one, think about, you know, someone is, whatever floats your boat. I think that's really clever. It's kind of kooky, kind of cheeky, have fun with it. Maybe someone's going off to a new adventure. So don't think of this in the exact way of it is a ship. You know, they are going on to a new adventure. So that's, you know, really cool. Just breathe. Maybe someone needs a card just to cheer them up.
Do you know the difference between a boat and a ship?
The letters in the word. No,
You can't argue with that.
That's the best thing I could say.
And it's very factual.
No, I don't.
A boat will fit in a ship, but a ship won't fit in a boat.
Wow. Well, there you are.
There you go.
There you go.
Fact. Fact.
So it's all about the sizing then.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
get
is,
ya.
okay, yeah, okay.
And then here we go, another one of these gorgeous ladies. I love her hair. I wish I could do a messy bun like that. I just never manage it. And again, you've got that beautiful dress detail, but what I think is really clever, and you'll see here on the boards, that this is the stamp that you get with that beautiful sort of Bardot kind of a boob tube top there. But what we've got here is just by adding it again, you've created a different style of dress. So again, you can manipulate these. Hope you feel beautiful today. I hope you feel beautiful today. I do.
I did until I saw our new headshots.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think
you'll ever look bad. You're a stunning man. Don't worry about
thank
it.
You haven't seen my new
There you go.
headshots. You know when school pictures get taken and you look at it and you're like, oh.
They always manage to take this well when you've got a big group of people. Like, you know when you've got a big group at school and there's always you and you think, wow, I look awful in that picture. Everyone else looks amazing. That's the worst.
But she looks incredible.
She looks incredible.
There you go.
Love is in the hair.
Love
it.
is in the hair indeed.
Love it.
It's a great set. Look, you
So
can
cool.
see it's put a massive smile on our faces, and I can tell you that it's going to put a massive smile on yours too. It's going to be dispatched on May the 4th. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the saving on this is incredible. $26.96. Lift with your legs, Dougie. Lift with your legs. 62. As our floor manager, Dougie, lifting so very heavy. 62. What was it? 99 if you are in the club. But you have got 3 flexi payments as well. £21 your first flexi payment. 193316 item number there. Okay, so. Very busy here. I mean, really, really busy. If you do want to pop it into your basket, don't hang around because might not last full hour. We'll keep you abreast of the situation. Should we show some finished examples?
Absolutely. Why not? Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Absolutely.
See,
Oh, see, I love it. Again, this is what is so amazing about the lamination.
that is so sophisticated.
It is. And the thing is, 3 simple stamps you've used there. The background, the front and the sentiment. And how gorgeous is that card?
Impress people with your personality. That's something you do very well, Helen.
Well, thank goodness.
No, you
you know,
do.
my personality is what impresses.
Hey,
Nothing else.
no, don't be silly. Another one featuring, now this is interesting. Same scene, but it's kind of been spread a bit.
And absolutely, they've built some more in the front, maybe added some of their own stamps. So think about the craftiness you've got home. I love the one you're about to show.
Wait for
This
this.
is super cool.
What?
Super clever. Love that.
That is stunning.
I just think that when you think, I mean, and then something like that where you want to get a bit more messy, you want to get more inky, these really hold out. And this is, I think this one's really clever as well. Now, I'm going to say that because Tony made this one, so I think it's really clever.
Oh, that's nice. Trying to show, I'll show a mixture. It's not,
Yeah,
I don't
so
like the
that was me
examples
putting
there.
them in order of them.
That's
I probably
okay.
should have mixed them up for you.
That's all right.
But then again, look at that. I think it would work beautifully just by in the background. You've got that sort of mark on the background, but then you've got that beautiful detail in the front.
So
Stunning.
elegant.
I love
so
the collect
elegant.
beautiful moments. I think that's such a gorgeous
Oh, yeah,
sentiment.
look at that one too.
Bit of grayscale, and it still looks cool.
Oh, look. Look at that. That's
Similar ideas to what you're
clever.
saying with the flying off
Yeah.
of the bird. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, how about that? So
Gorgeous.
pretty.
So gorgeous. Like a
Right,
sunset.
we've got to move on because I know we want to get to demonstration. If you do want to go for this bundle, details are on your screen, 193316. You cannot go for any of the options individually now. The only thing remaining is the complete set. We've got some wow for you. Now, really busy earlier
Wow.
on, 40% of the stock's gone. You are getting 9 assorted colourways. I want to just talk about the top row for a moment. I have got a colour swatch because this is a little bit special. There's someone's name on there. Tony's actually got her name on there.
This stamped by me herself. Has got her own wow powders. That is wow.
I mean,
Amazing. Look at her. I was so excited when I received it. I was like, look, Tony's name.
and I tell you,
So cool.
you have to be a certain somebody to get your name on some wow
I know.
embossing
I
paper.
haven't got my name on any. Oh,
One day. Something to aspire to.
One day. We can all dream.
I will show you the colour swatches, and these, I mean, beautiful
So
colours,
gorgeous.
but I would expect no less if Tony was the inspiration behind it.
I love
Look
that
at
the
this.
beautiful colourway works, all three of them work beautifully together, but
Perfection.
individually they are absolutely stunning. I mean, that one in the middle is
Be
just
bold.
calling to me so much. I love that rose gold glitter.
But look at it. Look at these are gorgeous, gorgeous colours. So you're getting those 3, inspired by Tony herself. And then the middle tier, I think, is here, is it?
Yep. Yeah, you got that one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is the middle tier. Your hibiscus. Oh, gorgeous.
So
your
gorgeous.
palm and your midnight sky.
So before we move on to the next one, I have to tell you something because Tony told me about this.
Yeah.
And I was like, no way. But yes, this is embossing powder.
What?
How amazing
What?
is that? The flower is
So it's just been
embossing powder.
embossed?
No. The whole thing.
What?
The whole. I mean, the ring obviously is a ring, but the flower is embossing
I
powder.
thought it was just coated.
No. So so Tony put some embossing powder
Into a mould.
in a mould, melted it, let it dry, and that is embossing powder. How unbelievably cool is that?
I didn't even think that was possible. Can I have a look?
Of course.
Sorry, I'm just snatching that off you.
That's okay. It's so
That's-
fantastic. Look at
Cool.
that.
There we go.
I mean, it's
Oh, it doesn't
stunning.
look as
Well, it
dainty on
suits
my.
you. No, I like
It doesn't look as dainty on my hand. There we go. I try and hide my hairy hands. But that is gorgeous.
Hey.
Oh, look. Hey, I feel like Joey Tribbiani. I've just found my hand double.
Oh wow! I thought I'd got rid of my hair.
It's exactly the same. No, I'm kidding. But beautiful, right? So we can do that. Your hand's a lot prettier than mine. And then just down here, we've got more as well. We've got this final one. So you're getting all 6. That is an incredibly good price, considering you're getting all 6. But, all 9, I should say, sorry. And these, it's lovely. So we've got our Blue Adventure, our Rose Quartz, and our Lemon Amber. But that's not it, because then you're getting the sticky ink as well.
Absolutely.
So 9 embossing powders and the sticky ink for $29.69.
It's incredible, and that wow sticky ink is so amazing. It's really juicy, so it's going to last you a long time. Juicy is a word I really love to use when it comes to ink. It's really juicy, and this is no exception. But I just think get these, try them out with the beautiful lamination stamps as well. If we get a chance, I want to show you how you can use those with the beautiful outlines. But so gorgeous.
I am such a big fan of WOW. Genuinely,
No,
I love,
me too.
love WOW.
Yeah, I'm a WOW convert, absolutely.
yeah.
I think it's incredible, and it's so easy to use. That's what's amazing, because I think embossing kind of scares people a little bit, getting the heat involved. So simple to use.
Please give it a go, and as far as quality goes with WOW, you will never regret it. And any regular viewers to Create and Craft will know, I will never endorse anything that strongly unless I've used it and I can know, no hand on heart, you get it home and it will live up to the hype. Trust me, it does, because I've got it at home and it is one of my embossing powders of choice. 667-218, your item number. We're going to head to demonstration. That is such a good bundle for £9.90. Your first flexi. Look at all, and I have to say, as a collection, all of those colours, and you're also getting the sticky ink pad in there as well. Absolute bargain. Really, genuinely, and really nice colours too. Okay, now the stamps are very busy as well. 45% of the stock has gone there. Yeah, we've had a big jump. Should we start playing with them?
Absolutely. Before we do that, though, sorry to just like completely walk over what
you
you just
go
asked
for
me
it.
to
This
do.
is your-
I want to make sure that if you are new to Stamps by Me, that you know something super amazing about their packaging.
yeah.
So this is the beautiful moments with those gorgeous birds, and what you'll see is when you get this home, if you turn it over. Down here in the corner is a QR code. Now what I'd say to you is scan that with your smartphone or your smart tablet, and it will take you to the Stamps by Me website, which will give you, and this is the word, free inspiration for this product,
my favourite
plus
word.
free, yeah, absolutely, not a TH, an F, free. It will give you lots and lots of free inspiration with this product, but also the other products in the Stamps by Me range. There is over 1,000 videos on there at the moment, and Tony is adding to them all the time. So you might go on today and there's 1,001, you might go on tomorrow and who knows how many. So keep scanning that code, keep looking at the inspiration, because that is all free for you to use.
That's a really good point from Helen, because the code's on your packaging. So say when this arrives, you scan your code, there might be, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 videos. Next month, if you scan the same code, same packaging, there could be even more videos.
Who knows? Like I say, Tony is in there all the time using these amazing stamps, and she will continue to do that, even with the products that we've had before and all the ones going forward. Okay. So this is the packaging that you're going to get your stamps in. Now, I would say keep your stamps in here. Not only will it keep them protected, but also you'll know exactly what you're looking for when you get those out.
The QR code to hand.
Absolutely. This is your sheet here, your carrier sheet. Now, I'm just going to take and show you how simple it is to use the lamination. So I've got my little, what I'm saying is a dove. I think it's a dove. I'm not up on birds, but I'm going with dove. So
I'd say
I think a dove, but it can be whatever you want it to be, really. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to pop your stamp here, the outlined edge, onto your stamping press. I'm going to use my Eureka, and you just pick that up. And what you're going to do is you're going to select the colours that you want to use. Okay. So I'm going to go with some pinks and blues this time. Nice.
Now, we normally have good deals on the Eureka. Stick around for the next hour. I mean, we had the Eureka for, like, say, £45 in a bundle. That's been an amazing deal, right? What if I told you in the next hour you could get the Eureka £0? Is that
I'd say I'll be tuning in for the next hour.
It'd be your favourite word for free.
For free?
For free. Stick around for the next hour. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, so I've inked up my stamp, and again, I talked to you earlier about this is not about like perfection, stamping it completely. This is about being loose, getting very arty with it. I've got a little spray pot, and I'm just going to spritz it because this is going to give it its watercolour look. Oh yeah. So a little bit of water just to have those. It is my eyes ink, yes. We're using my eyes ink dyes. So we're going to let the water play a little bit, and then we're going to pop it down, and you can see already how much that moves, which looks so gorgeous. I love it. So think about, you know, think about if you're trying to achieve this amazing watercolour look and you're always sort of struggling, you don't like how it looks, these stamps are going to help you. And can I also say, which is really cool, particularly with the sailboat ones, those would also work beautifully as a paint splat. So, you know, we're always trying to achieve the perfect paint splat. It doesn't just have to be the sea for the ship. Think about how else you can use them within your crafty stash. I'm just going to take a little bit of that water away. And then I'm going to ink up again because I want my pink to be a little bit more prominent in the middle. We were discussing paint splats. Oh, yes. And Chris, our director, he likes to go for, and I'm going to have to say the name, and I will caveat that by saying that other characters are out there. But he likes to go for the Zorro poach. He kind of flicks like that with a splat. It goes everywhere, but very, very effective. I mean, well, I like it. Very arty. You know, what they say, creatives. I know. I tell you, it's because he started growing a goatee and his hair long. I think he was channeling his inner Zorro. Antonio Banderas. Yeah. Right, so here is my detail part, and this is where you're going to see that it's suddenly going to come like alive. I mean, because that looks cool. In fact, I think that looks like it could be just a card on its own. Really fantastic. Imagine creating some backgrounds. I'd use that in your own background paper. Yeah, but absolutely, it'd be really cool. Yeah, absolutely. There's lots of options. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to layer this up. Now, again, I can't stress enough, it doesn't have to be layered up perfectly. If it's slightly off, it's absolutely fine. That kind of adds to the cool artist look of it. It's about being free and having fun. It's very forgiving. Absolutely, very forgiving. That's a much better word than the whole, like, 6 words I just used to describe it. You say it more poetically. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. So we're just going to tap this on, and again, because we've got the Eureka, if I don't get it exactly as I want it to be, I want to make it slightly darker, I can do that because it's going to stay in the same place. And a little tip, I am using watercolour cards, so obviously that does have a ridge, so you may need to stamp it a couple of times. You have a slightly different approach to Tony with the Eureka. You tend to play the piano on it. What does Tony do? I have to see her do it, but she doesn't do it like that. I thought you were going to say... She's got a bit more firm-handed. Oh, OK. Perfect. Yeah. So there we go. We've got. I'm just tippy-tappy. You're playing the keyboard. Like a lady in the 40s on a typewriter. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to build up a little look here. So we've got some colour here.
Nice. And this is what the Eureka is designed for, because
Absolutely.
it is a complete crafting workstation.
It is.
As
You
I
can
say,
get messy with it. Absolutely.
If you want to get your Eureka for nothing, stick around for the next hour.
So I'm just going to add a little bit of colour, so it looks like he's sort of in a Technicolor cloud.
Helen, that looks amazing.
Oh, well, thank you very
That
much.
really does. That looks so good.
So I'm just going to take off some of that water because I want to put my sentiment down.
Okay.
So I'm just using my heat tool here just to dry that off before we put it back into our Eureka.
Okay.
And then we're going to pop that down.
Nice.
And what sentiment? Let's see, what should we have?
Oh, we've got some really good
There's some
sentiments.
really cool ones. What's your favourite
I
on
think
this
collect
collection?
beautiful moments.
Okay, let's go with that one. That's nice
like that
long
one.
sentiment. That's really gorgeous. And I'm just going to pop that down here. Now you'll see I have done this card pretty much from start to finish with that beautiful lamination, with the sentiment, doing a little bit of inky background. I love how simplistic these are, how quick they are. So if you're into batch making or you like to sell your cards, this is a great way of creating something gorgeous, but not having necessarily spend hours over it. There we go.
Oh,
and then we'll just
nice.
matte and layer this onto some black. Because I always think if you've got a white card with a fair amount of white, it's nice to sort of matte and layer it onto some black.
So I think if anyone's looking back on their lives, the one thing you'll never regret collecting is moments.
Absolutely. I mean, do you know, recently as a family, we've stopped asking for presents and actually asking for us all to go to like little events and stuff, especially with the last few years we've had. And so people have been like booking trips and stuff instead for birthdays, which I think is a nice way to do it. But then I also think when you've got collect beautiful moments, imagine if you're doing scrapbooking and things like that, that would be a gorgeous sentiment for a scrapbook.
Katie, our producer, saying that she's same thing. She stopped asking for presents for birthdays and big occasions. She just wants money. Just give me the cold hard cash.
Me too. That never seems to work with my family. They always seem to buy presents anyway. Okay, so I'm just, again, very simple, very quick card, but I think quite effective with that absolutely stunning dove there. And actually one thing to finish it off, here we go.
Oh, a bit of doodle detail. Oh,
A bit of a
that's nice.
peace leaf
Yeah.
in the dove's mouth.
What was it the
finish
dove
off.
found?
What kind of leaf was it?
Yeah, no,
That's terrible.
It was olive.
It was
It was an
because
olive
that was
branch, yeah.
that was the logo of my primary school. I should remember that, the dove with the olive branch in its mouth.
That's really pretty.
There we go.
Look at that.
So again, so cool, but really without that beautiful set of stamps, it would be really difficult to achieve that. So I love it.
Just really quickly, I know we're going to be thrown to a VT and having a break, but let's just take 10 seconds to look at this. And if you have just tuned in, if I was to say to you, make this, I'd be daunted. I'm like, well, where do I start? But this is so achievable. The stamp does all the hard work for you here. You've got beautiful sentiments, and the background was just a mop-up. That is stunning, and that, I think, is a great example of why we love Stamps by Me. OK, so we're just going to share a short video with you, not long at all, and then I promise the fun's going to continue.
Tickets are on sale now for Crafting Live at Sandown Racecourse. Featuring exclusive offers and competitions. Over 800 make and takes. Stock up from over 50 exhibitors. And meet and greet our craft presenters. Plus, craft members save 25% off their tickets. Book your tickets now at creatingcraft.com and search for Crafting Live.
Did you know the Creating Craft Club offers weekly vouchers and some fantastic early bird deals? Joining the club means you get even more. Especially as club members receive 10% off everything we sell.
Everything?
Yes, everything. And we haven't even mentioned the 4 quarterly Craft Club magazine.
Whoa, where you going, mate? I'm off to join the club.
Dan!
Shopping online with Create & Craft has just got easier with PayPal's Pay in 3 plan. Spread the cost of your basket, whether there is one item or many, with 3 interest-free payments. Simply choose Pay in 3 at checkout and pay for purchases between £30 and £2,000 over 3 equal instalments for the next 3 months. No fees, no interest. Spread the cost of your shopping with PayPal's Pay in 3 plan at Create & Craft.
just talking about club membership, and if you're not a club member, it really is worth looking at, especially if you're a regular viewer. So things to point out with club membership, it gives you a minimum of 10% off everything. So everything on our site, all the shows, and that's for a full year. So club membership costs £20. Here's the thing. When you sign up to become a Crate & Craft Club member, you're going to get a £10 voucher just for signing up to use. And then later on, there are a lot more perks throughout that as well. So do check it out. It is genuinely well worth it. Okay, I'm just going to have a look at this bundle here. You've got a fantastic collection of stamps. Almost half the stock's gone. Just seeing the inspiration that Helen just made, I was sold. Genuinely sold. And we'll go through, let me just show you actually the premise. Now there are 52 stamps in here. This is a lovely one. Isn't that nice? I'm going to try and dig deep and show you some ones that haven't been seen, but that is lovely. And I will try, and that's Karen. I'm going to, how's that Karen? No, Korea?
Karen, yes.
It is Karen. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
lovely Karen.
I'm so sorry, Karen. I doubt myself and thought it was an EA at the end. Okay, let me just go through.
Can I just say, do you remember it as years and years ago in Victorian times where they had those spinning wheels,
Yeah.
where they had one picture and it moved? That card reminds me so much of that. That movement in that bird is so stunning. Well done,
The
Karen.
first
Love
moving
it.
pictures. Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
absolutely.
And then we've got another one from Karen. Just seem to be picking out all Karen's work. I apologise. Oh, this is good. So this is with those tall ships.
I love that one.
And Marla here. That's beautiful. And she's got a stencil in the background using the stamps going through. How about this one? Or what about, and here I am going to dig. I'm going to dig deep. Going back to the boat. That's beautiful from Maz. Oh, wait a second. What? Look at that. So it's a splash of colour. I haven't shown the fabulous ladies as well. So isn't that glam? That's a really nice card. Or how about, wow. Wow. Look at that. That is so classy.
It is really gorgeous.
Or how about here? Or here. I'm going to be super quick, but I do want to show you the boards just to give you an idea of what you're getting, because we're saying 52 stamps. It's worth seeing here. So all the stamp sets, remember you've got the QR code on the packaging with instant education for you. So I'll go through the boards quite quickly. This is one of the sets with that beautiful tall ship. Great sentiments there too. Everyone has two eyes, but no one has the same views. Isn't that lovely? And then you can layer up, so you can choose to layer up, and that's the effect here. Really strong sentiments. Everyone's journey is different. Everything will be okay. And then you've got that sort of, I'm getting a sort of London view there. Pop in. These birds are phenomenal. And it's when you put them together. So step 1, step 2, step 3, bang. And again here, lovely sentiments. Fantastic fashionista. Smile is the best dress. Yeah, it's glow time. Life is short. Buy the dress. Well, how about here? Different aspects now of the boats, but you've got, I mean, just that alone looks great, even if you just want to use that for texture on something. But then you've got the bird again, and a different fashionista for you. Beautiful. Okay, so those are the stamps. I love the aspect. And Stamps by Me always do this. They give you something that makes you look like an absolute pro. And it doesn't matter whether you've just started crafting, you're an experienced crafter, you are going to create something truly unique. We're really busy for our Wow Powder bundle as well. You're going to get 9 Wow Powders. You're also getting this sticky embossing ink as well. All of that, and wait till you see the price. Now, $32.99 is a good price for everything you're getting there. But if you're in the club, the value goes up. £5.27 saving, £29.96. You've got flexi payments in there as well. I can tell you that almost half the stock has gone. 667-218 the item number. Okay, should we play?
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to be using It's Glow Time. I always like to tell you which one I'm using in any demonstration, but to be fair, I don't need to this time because you're getting everything, so don't worry about that. So I've got our lovely lady here, and I'm going to use our beautiful embossing powder by the fantastic Tony.
Elegance to her.
I just absolutely I love that rose gold. I'm all about the rose gold. Absolutely stunning. So what we're going to do, I want to give you a few little tips about heat embossing if you've never done it before. Basically how it works in terms of sort of on the basic line is that you're going to take a stamp like the lady I've got here. Now I'm just doing the outline. Obviously you could do the watercolour, but that would if you use the same colour twice it wouldn't work. So maybe if you were doing it on white you'd do the watercolour and then you'd emboss over the top or something like that. But I'm using black just so I can use that gorgeous outline edge. So you're just going to pick it up like you would a normal stamp, but you're going to use your sticky slow drying ultra embossing pad here we got, which you get in the collection. But can I also say something I learned quite recently, which is so unbelievably stunning I can't even tell you. I kind of always thought when you did embossing you were using the embossing pad. That's kind of how you did it. What's so amazing about the Wow powders, if you take some and you sprinkle it onto a piece of card and then you heat from the bottom, you can do that without using the pad. It will still heat on it, which is super clever. I just think that's so amazing. I mean, maybe everyone's sitting at home going, yeah, we knew that, Helen, but I was like, wow, I was like this many years old when I found that out. Incredible. So I'm just going to add the pad onto my stamp. Now I love a little tip, and this is something I kind of found when I was using it a lot. I had in my head that I had to push really hard to get that embossing ink on, and so I was kind of pushing really hard and it was splaying out, and so it didn't emboss nice and thin how I'd want it to. I would recommend, if that happens to you, you can clearly kind of see on the black, but better to do it twice than try and push it down really hard. So better to work on it than do it in the first go.
Good advice.
So
and what I find with Wow, and the reason I really love Wow, is it gets all the fine details. So if you are using a stamp that is highly detailed,
absolutely,
you don't lose any of it, and especially sentiments. Because I've worked with embossing powders before, not Wow, but I have worked with previous, well, different brands, and not all embossing powders allow you to get fine detail, especially with tight sentiments. You kind of struggle to read it.
Absolutely. So what's wonderful about this one is it's got lots of nice fine detail in the glitter, so I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm just going to bring in a piece of paper to catch any excess.
I'm happy to help you clean up afterwards.
Oh, thank you. I'm terrible. Do you know, I'm one of this. So I tell you straight, I was sitting at home sort of prepping for the show, and I was putting glitter on, and after I'd finished I was just going and blowing it all over the lounge. It literally was all over the kids' toys, all over the furniture. My mum was like, what have you done in here? She won't let me craft in the lounge again. So I'm going with, as I said, I'm going with that Be Bold, but again, you get all of those embossing powders in the collection, so you don't have to worry which one I'm using. A couple of things about this, if you've never seen Wow before. First things first, the company Wow work really, really hard on their boxes, on their tubs here, so that they don't have static in them. So I would recommend, don't decant these to a plastic box or something, which is quite traditional to do with embossing powders, because they've got the anti-static in here. And secondly, if you're going to use a spoon or something to scoop some out, use a metal spoon, because that's got less static on it than a plastic spoon. So we're just going to pop that on. There we go, and we're going to just pat away any excess. If you get any that you don't want, I mean, you saw here that I used my anti-static bag, but a little paintbrush will do. I'm just going to pop that to one side and get this out of the way, because the amount of times I've left it there and I've used the, oh yes, thank you, I've used the heat gun and just got glitter absolutely everywhere. So we're just going to pop that in there, and then I'm going to bring in my heat gun. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you get your heat gun really hot before you take it to your card. I want to let you know, if you are, again, new to this and you're finding that you're doing it and your paper is warping, it's kind of natural really for that to do it, because the fibres are reacting to the heat. So get your gun really hot so that it has less time on the card, but also you probably will find it warps. Stick it under something flat for say 5 minutes, it will flatten it out and you'll be fine.
So, and like you say, you can go from underneath the card.
Go for
or on
underneath,
top.
absolutely.
You know,
in fact,
different.
I'd mix it up. I'd mix it up if I were you. It's starting to turn already.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
But like I say, mix it up if you want to, so that that kind of stops the warping as well. And there we go, pretty much Look at that glitter. So,
Can I
as
just
I
show
say,
everyone?
yeah, absolutely. It's got a little bit of a bow in it because I was holding it a bit longer. But like I say, stick it under something and that'll flatten it out, no problem. But how cool is, look at that.
Wow.
Shines so gorgeous.
And that's our starting point. Okay.
So what I've got here now is just some glitter card that kind of matches. I'm sure you've got some in your stash that will work. Like I say, if I was doing this at home with a little bit of a bend in it, I'd probably just pop that under something to lose it, or use something like red liner tape, which will make it stick down quicker. But for just speed, I'm just using some wet glue.
Fair enough.
And then what I've done already is I've taken that same beautiful glitter from Tony and done a little sentiment that comes in the collection, that it's glow time. I love that. Could also imagine her sort of punching the air going, it's glow time.
It's glow time. You can see. Nope, she's not doing it.
She's not looking?
She's not going to. It's
That's
glow
right.
time?
It's glow time.
There you go.
Right, hang on a second. Stick down. That glitter's reacting to the card. It's not sticking, but that's fine.
And remember, we are a live show, only halfway through this hour, so if you do have any questions, we would love to hear from you.
Absolutely.
Studio at crateandcraft.com.
It's not sticking. Give me a second.
Okay,
Sorry.
well, while we do that, let me just give you a little bit of a recap of our bundle, because we are
Perfect,
extremely
thank you.
busy for our bundle. Why is it every time we're together, it's a glue?
It's the glue. There's something wrong with the glue.
So here we have got our complete collection. A5 laminations stamp collection, 5 stamp sets, 52 stamps in total. Oh, I just want to give you a reminder of the embossing powders as well. But here's the stamps. So you can see there all the stamps that you're getting in this collection. The 2 ships, you've also got the images of the birds, and you've got the fantastic young ladies as well, so the fashionistas, all in one collection. But when you see the finished examples and how incredible they are, it really does set the tone. I will show you actually as we head back. I've got a few examples that I can show. How are we getting on?
Yeah, I went with dry glue instead.
Okay. All right.
There we go. Very simple, easy card, but with that stunning wow, it makes it pop.
That's nice.
Thank you. Even if the glue was messing up.
There you go. What a beautiful,
thank
beautiful
you.
card. I'll give it a little time.
Look at that. I'll do that again. Oh, that looks so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning sparkle.
And look, that's one way to do it. And I'm so glad you showed it. Or equally, if you do want to add that splash of colour, you're able to do that as well. I mean, come on, look. Right, we're going to tell you a little bit about an event that is launching tomorrow. Take a look at this.
Step right up for deals galore, the carousel goes round. Where it stops you'll never know, hourly deals to be found. From prize draws and offers to 3 for 2s, there'll be so much more for you to choose. Please jump aboard and join in as the Spring Bank Holiday Carousel begins. There's fun to be had, that's for sure. Join us from Thursday the 28th at 4.
So the carousel, our spring carousel, will be launching tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Do have a look. There's going to be a lot of fantastic deals to be had, so something well worth looking forward to. Speaking of looking forward to, getting your hands on these fantastic embossing powders. So if you do want to get hold of these, I'm going to go through the colour swatches because it's worth seeing these. Now the top 3 are very special indeed because these have actually been inspired by our Tony herself. So Tony has inspired these, and look, let me show you. What a beautiful colour palette. So you've got perfection, be bold, and then unforgettable. Which I think all pretty much sum up our Tony. That's very nicely done. Okay, so that's your top tier. Now you're getting all of these. Second tier, over here. These have been designed by Tracy Scott, or inspired, sorry, by Tracy Scott. You've got your hibiscus, your palm, and your midnight skies. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Beautiful. And then finally, at the bottom tier, these are by Martina Manger. We've got our lemon amber in there, our blue aventurine, and our rose quartz. I'll just show you those. Now I like the duo colours that are coming through because you kind of got those veins of gold nestled within. And when I'm going to try and put them all together. You see that as an overarching collection. How well do they all work? Lovely, really, really nice. So you're getting all of those, but you're not just getting those, because you're also getting your sticky embossing ink pad as well. And you've got 3 flexi payments of £9.90. So £9.90 today. We send everything out to you, and you are saving, if you're in the club, £5.27. 667-218, your item number. Just got to say as well, everything on the show will be dispatched on the 4th of May. So 4th of May, we're going to get it straight out to you. We're going to head to our next demonstration with the lovely Helen. Helen, what are we going to do?
Okay, so I'm going to go with that other beautiful lady. Here we go. Oh,
she's coming in a minute. Let me just, I'm so sorry. That was my fault. I realised we didn't have any cameras with you. I totally apologise. Let me just show you the stamps, and then we'll head to our... I'm so sorry, Helen. That was very unprofessional of me. So this is what you're getting with regard to the stamps. 193316, your item number there. Okay.
do you know, that was my fault, because I saw the Eureka on the screen, and I realised it was actually Tony's over there, not me. I was thinking, oh, these are my hands, but why are my hands not moving? It's because Tony's over there with her Eureka. Yeah. So sorry about that. So I've got this stamp set here, and I'm going to just bring it in. Again, I'm going to show you how easy and simple these lamination stamps are to use.
And it's nice, it's that process, because you described it so beautifully at the start of the show. Anybody can achieve the most perfect watercolour look.
Absolutely. Very simple, very easy, but that kind of creates that beautiful artistry that, again, as I said to you, you do not have to tell anyone that you didn't sit and paint that yourself. Yeah. You know, you could have done that with a paintbrush and done for quite a while. You don't need to tell them that you used a stamp to help you do it.
Hello, I wouldn't tell anyone. No one else. How did you achieve these lovely backgrounds? Well, it took a lot of mastery. But...
Absolutely. You can definitely do that. Okay, so what I've got my eyes inks again, and I'm just putting a few different colours of green. It's funny, actually, that I'm using green, and I'll explain to you why I'm using green.
Go on.
Because I realised when I sat and did my demos and things, I kind of leant towards pinks and blues a lot. And I went through quite a few cards that I created recently and realised how much I use those colours. So I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and try some other colours that I don't use. So that's where the greens come from.
Well, we're all guilty of that, going for the same sort of colour.
I think so. I think sometimes we kind of get stuck with one colour, but I always say mix it up, play with other colours. Let's just take some of that. Oh, that's a wet wipe. Just take some of that colour down. That wet down for me. And then I'm just going to go in. I'm not going to add the water again this time. I just want that darker colour to come through, because I've still got a little bit of water excess left from previous. Thank you for doing that.
Sorry.
And there we go with our beautiful dress. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come in.
The texture you had there as well. It's nice. It makes it look like the flow of the dress.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, what? And then I got rid of it with the tissue.
No, you've still got it. You've just
Again, when you use something like the watercolour card, the texture that you've got on that kind of really shines through. We'll take off the dress and we'll pop that on the carrier sheet.
It's such an elegant look with the stamp. She's very sophisticated.
Now, you can see here, if I just pull this up, they've got two sort of straight lines here and the beautiful sort of flowingness of the dress. There is a way to line it up. You can see that, the end of her arm. But I want to tell you that you absolutely do not have to worry about it. Again, I said this before and I'll say it again. This is not about sort of getting it perfect. I'm just going to move that up slightly so I don't lose her bob, at her bun at the top. Yeah. But you don't have to be perfect about it because of the sort of flow and ebb of the skirt. It kind of helps you out that way.
I want to get your opinion, Helen. Where do you stand, speaking of buns, where do you stand on a man bun? This is just hypothetical for Chris, our director.
I don't hate them. I don't know. I think some people look great with them, and some people they're not for.
Okay.
I don't know.
Very diplomatic.
Yeah, I think it goes back to the idea that don't let anyone tell you what to do in your life. Someone's opinion of you is not your business. So if you want to wear a man bun, you wear a man bun.
Well, okay, but is it acceptable to wear a man bun while sitting in a coffee shop on your laptop?
Oh, this is like super specific.
Pretending to write a script?
I feel, because I'm not 100% sure what's going on here, I'm going to say yes, it is.
Okay.
Just to be sure.
Yeah, it's just hypothetical, but Chris, that's absolutely fine. You're happy to do. Okay.
But no, I think that, you know, you do what you do. I think that's, again, something that Stamps by Me does so well, is you do what you want to do. And you should feel that in life, and you should feel that in craft.
We're teasing Chris, our director, because he's got long hair. I tell you where it's coming from. Just because I'm a little bit jealous, Chris, that you continued your lockdown.
Locks.
I cut mine.
How long was your hair then?
I tell you why I cut it, because I looked like a very poor Snape, Professor Snape. That's what I look like. I look like a bad impressionist of Snape.
Okay.
Chris, our director, he said he pushed through that phase, and now he's got very long, lustrous hair. He looks like Tarzan.
Do you know, I'm very jealous because my hair. So I am one of these people. Her whole life has always wanted long hair, long, thick, curly hair, and I have very fine, straight hair. But I was never allowed to have long hair as a child because I'm an absolute wimp when it comes to brushing my hair.
Oh, the tangles.
So I would like scream. So my mum used to chop my hair off really short. So when lockdown happened, and you know, you couldn't physically go to a hairdresser's, I went for it. Yeah, I quite like having long hair.
Do you want to know Chris's secret to lustrous hair?
Oh, go on then, definitely.
Horse shampoo.
Oh no, I've heard this.
Yeah.
I have heard this.
Yeah.
Yes. And also, do you know what apparently else is really good for your hair?
Go
Is coffee. Coffee.
It stimulates the caffeine.
Yeah. No, I've heard that. So there we go. You
learn
learn so
everything
much here.
I'll tell you what this is. This is why I love crafting, because crafting is about getting together with your friends, having a bit of a chin wag.
Absolutely.
About horse shampoo.
Absolutely. The thing is, this is what people all over the world are doing when they're crafting.
Yeah.
If you're with a gang and you're getting crafty, why not have fun and chat about
Nothing better than sitting
man
with your
buns
friends.
and coffee?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got this beautiful sketch look. Oh,
When we say man buns, if anyone's just tuned in, we're talking about the hair. I'm wondering what you're talking about.
oh dear. So I'm just going to do some very loose paintwork here onto art because it's a really cool kind of sketchy look.
So pretty.
And I think it kind of lends itself to just having a little bit of fun with some watercolour. And again, what's really cool about this is there's like you've got a cool sketchy vibe, but if you are making it for someone specific, you can change their hair colour, things like that, or you could go really cool and do like pink hair or whatever. So we're just
Nice and easy to colour in.
Absolutely. So we're just going to add a little bit of colour to her skin here. There we go. Again, very loose, very easy.
Pretty.
And then there we go. And we can matte and layer it. Let's see if my glue wants to play ball this time. Here it is. Let's pop this in. I'm going with the dry glue because the wet glue is playing me up. I don't usually use dry glue actually because I have with my eyes I don't see a straight line properly. Like it's part of my prescription that I can't see straight lines properly. And so trying to get a straight line with dry glue I struggle with.
Hello, I'd never know because you're always so good with your... Look, that's spot on.
That I tell you that is like...
Do you have to compensate?
Serious concentrating.
Compensate?
Yeah. My eye line, it's just completely off. So people will always say, Helen, that's not straight.
You'd never know. No, you're spot on there.
So there we go.
How beautiful is that?
Thank you.
That's lovely. When you think about the inspirations that we've been making this hour, all down to this fantastic collection, and it is our new and exclusive. You cannot get hold of this anywhere else. It is new, it is exclusive to us here at Create and Craft, and we are so proud to be able to offer you this bundle. So what I'll do very quickly, I know we're going to try and squeeze in one last demonstration. Let me show you the premise of the lamination. So having a look here, how beautiful is that? But it's set step by step, so you can put that base layer in and then the detail on top, and there you've got those beautiful sentiments too, and then have some fun with the background. That is such a nice inspiration. There's no name on the back there, but it's beautiful. And really nice themes as well, because we've got the birds, we've got the boats, and think about people who you struggle to make cards for. Boat is a strong image to have because it has so many connotations. And again here too, totally unisex. So if you know somebody's not going to like a pretty floral card, that is just a lovely scene, a lovely aspect. Going back to when I was saying, like, you know, if you struggle to make a card, my examples are my two brother-in-laws. They're very hard to make cards for, but something like this they would absolutely love. Actually, do you know what? I think anyone would love that. That is so artistic. Isn't that stunning? That beautiful flow and just the spotlight of colour there. Or how about... I'm trying to dig out some examples that we might not have seen, so bear with me. Oh, wait a second. Look at that. The flight, the movement, the energy that you're getting from these beautiful stamps. Okay, so that's an idea of what you can get here. I'm going to be super quick with the boards, but it will just show you what you're getting as part of this collection. 52 stamps in total. So here we've got that wonderful long ship, tall ship I should say. Everybody has two eyes, but no one has the same views. Everyone's going to see life differently. Everything will be okay. You've got your birthday in there as well. You've got the London aspect. I'm saying London aspect. It can be anything, but isn't that cool? So your detail, you stamp your background, you stamp your detail, that's what you're going to end up with. That's one of the sets. And as we go through, we've got this beautiful bird. Step 1. Step 2, that's your result. And again here, 1, 2, 3, stunning. Really nice sentiments too. Collect beautiful moments. That is so strong. Be kind to yourself. I think we all need to hear that sometimes. Be kind to yourself. You know, we look back, we give ourselves a hard time. No. Be your best friend. Over here, now we've got a fashionista that we just worked with. This wonderful, elegant, dramatic young lady that you can really have some fun with. Life is short, buy the dress. Have you got a friend you'd like to give that to? P.S. I love you. Smile is the best dress. It's glow time. And here now we've got a different aspect with our ships. And another bird in the mix. This is wonderful Hummingbird. A winner is a dreamer who never gave up. Never give up on your dreams, ever. And then finally, another aspect with that beautiful lady. This is one we just used actually in our demonstration now too. So we're going to head back to Helen for our final demonstration. Busy though for our new and exclusive. And when you see like inspirations like this and all the stamps that you're getting, it should be busy. Let's head back to Helen. Half the stock has gone. If you want to get hold of this, 193316, your item number. Helen, you've got about 4 minutes.
Okay, speedy, speedy. Okay, so I've got that Hummingbird here. And I'm just going to quickly ink that up with some colour. And again, like I said, suddenly going back to the pinks and blues. Yeah. I try to be good with the green. So we're going to pop that ink on. We're going to spritz it up a little bit to get that movement. Lay that down. And I've still got some sort of water and things going on there.
That's pretty. Just from a first pull, how pretty is that? And that's a compliment to you.
Thank you. I love, I mean, again, thank you for saying it's a compliment to me, but again, when anything I think looks really cool, it's down to the stamps, it's doing the work for you. Yeah. I just think it's so unbelievably clever. So we're just going to take that off.
So that's your background, but even just there, I think that looks really pretty. Sorry.
Sorry.
Getting in your way.
No, that's okay. And so you've got that beautiful sort of tail and things going on there, but I don't want anyone to kind of get too bogged down with lining it up perfectly. It's not really the point here. It's about having fun with it.
Would you like to know a hummingbird fact?
Oh, I'd love to know a hummingbird fact.
Hummingbirds are the only bird in the world that...
Oh.
Finish the sentence.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think? What can hummingbirds do that no other bird can do?
Well, I know that they suck the stuff out, so is it that? No?
No, but that's a good guess. They can fly backwards.
I love how kind you are. That's a good guess. It was a terrible guess.
No, it's true, but they do. They have very long tongues.
Oh, really? Yeah.
No, they're the only birds. Obviously, they can hover, but they can actually fly backwards.
Really?
Tony likes you. Oh, go on, Tony. Oh, what? You know the answer. Well, Tony, you get more questions at 9 o'clock. They can... Tony's saying they can fly in lots of directions. You get 5 points for Gryffindor. Well done. Okay, that's good. She likes birds.
I didn't realise it was a competition. Just going to pop... I popped one of that beautiful sentiment on, but I'm just going to push down again because I didn't push enough. There we go. And then very simple, very quick. Just shows you how easy you can make a card. Bring in a little bit of glue here. And we're just going to add a little bit of detail.
Nice. So have you deliberately moved the detail forward?
No, that's because I was looking at you.
Oh, okay. So normally you put it over the
Thank you so much for pointing out my error there. No, so kind of you.
Helen, you made me feel terrible.
Well, that was deliberate, to be fair. I wanted you to feel bad.
Well, I thought we were going to show... I thought you were showing us a different technique. Because I thought it's like the wings flapping.
This is exactly what it was supposed to look like. It's supposed to show movement within the bird.
Nicely done.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody ignore what I said a moment ago and just say that absolutely it was supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
So we're going. I mean, again, I think
Be kind to yourself.
exactly. Be yourself as
Be
well. You know,
yourself.
if you want to stamp it and make it offline
Yeah,
and
you
out
could
of
do that.
sync, then do that. Because you know, Helen's done it on the telly and everybody, it's been pointed out. So
And
you
know
can
the
do
best
it
thing
too.
about doing it at home, you won't have your presenter pointing it out to the nation.
How terrible you are, Helen.
Helen, don't make me feel terrible. I'm going to get abuse online.
No, I don't think so. I think that it just shows that even when you're on the television,
Yeah.
you can mess it up. But actually, because the stamps are so stunning and they are forgiving, they won't point it out to you.
They're very forgiving.
Exactly, they're so forgiving, it works perfectly. And I think I've found the idea of making the bird fly by setting the...
It's got it. You've given it a bit of a
forward.
magical quality. It looks like it's diving down.
Absolutely. It's going for something, I don't know what. Okay, we're nearly done
You'd
here.
be pleased to know there's only 2 more minutes left of the show.
Oh dear, that was so funny. I probably should have just gone, yeah, I absolutely did do that, but
Yeah,
I'm
own it.
unable to tell a lie.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
truth was, I thought I had lined it up after me just telling you how bad my eyesight is.
But it looks
There we
very,
go.
very pretty.
With a little bit of glitter on there to
Yeah.
make that hummingbird fly even more than lining it up wrong.
Actually, Helen, I'm feeling terrible. Let's head back, and we've got a minute or so left for our big bundle. So have a little look. You're going to get 5 stamp sets, but they are the most beautiful stamp sets. I have to say, every one of these images is an absolute knockout. But what you're getting here as well, it's not just the flat image, because you've got the effectively your matte, then your detail over the top, and you've got such beautiful sentiments too, which is something I think that Tony places a lot of emphasis on, is giving us beautiful sentiment.
Absolutely. I think that Stamps by Me is really known for their positive, uplifting and very sort of usable sentiments. That's the thing. This is not just, you know, we need Happy Birthday, we need Merry Christmas, but these are across the board. They work for feminine, masculine cards. They work when you just want to send someone a crafty smile and a crafty hug in a card.
Oh, a crafty smile and crafty hug. Now look at that. This, I think, gives you...
So stunning.
gives,
Look at that, I love that.
I'm laughing. I
And
see
then
you
they've lined
peering
it up
around trying to see
properly.
it. They've like, well, it just shows. But you know, if you offset it a bit more... All right, bit of glitter. So, 193 316 your item number there. Can I say a huge thank you to Helen? When are you back, Helen?
I'm back tomorrow at 8 a.m. with our fantastic bundle.
New and exclusive. Do not miss it, because you cannot get a hold of this anywhere else. Now, we talked about the Eureka. Something special coming up around the corner. Thirsty Brush One Day Special is up next. After that, we've got Clarity Mixed Media. And if you are watching on Craft Extra, you've got a beautiful Stamps by Me show.